Hello and welcome to part 2. So for this demonstration we'll be using chicken eggs, not quail eggs, but it's a similar principle, but the temperature will be different depending on the species of bird that you are hatching. So because these are chicken eggs, we want this between sort of 37.5 to about 38.5ish or a bit more. So we've set it on our incubator. We're going to go for 37.8, sort of somewhere in the middle. Press the set button and it will slowly reach up to that temperature. Now the important thing to remember about incubators and thermostats and stuff, they control the heat. When it gets too hot, the heat will shut off and it will cool down. However, if your outside environment is really hot, the incubator can't cool it down, so it'll be too hot. So make sure you've got, you know, somewhere nice and ambient for this. Don't put it in like a hot greenhouse or something where the temperature is going to soar because you'll just cook your eggs. So inside the incubator is a little well, so that we take off and we fill with water, because humidity, even though eggshells look very hard, they are porous, and the moisture needs to get through as well as the air for the little embryo inside. Now in this one it is a foam bottom, and then we pop our eggs in. So if we use this egg as an example, I always put an X on one side of the egg and then flip it over 180 degrees, and I put a 0. So the eggs, if you've had them sort of through the post or somewhere and they're in an egg box and they're sort of this way up, you need to lie them flat for a good 12 hours or overnight. And when we're turning them, I always start off with my X up, and then after a few hours, when we're going to rotate the eggs, we will turn it over so that the O side is up, and then the next time we turn again and the X will be on the top, and so on and so on. So once all the eggs are in there, we then put the top on nice and firmly. Now because I've had the top off, you can see the temperature's dropped, so it is quite important if you're measuring humidity or topping up the water, do it really quickly, get that lid back on. Once the eggs have been off the heat for a couple of hours, they won't longer be viable. And there you go, and you just have to sit and wait, and depending on what species of bird it is, depends on how long the incubation period will do. So this is how you start it off, and in the next videos we'll be looking at lockdown for the final few days of the incubation. We'll see you next time. Thanks.